Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Arkham Asylum.
Officer Ball's trail stops here.
As does his life, most likely drowned in his booze. Yeah, that door's locked, so we're not getting through there.
Superior. My genius has allowed me to easily hack into your primitive communications. My goal is simple. You complete a series of amusingly taxing challenges and, well, you'll see. Ready for your first one? Good. But be careful. Don't cut yourself on this sharply observed portrait.
Now, in case you're a moron with a brain injury, there's a portrait of Quincy Sharp here.
Expected a child to work that one out, let alone the world's greatest detective.
Now all of the challenges are revealed to us, because now the Riddler has actually officially rewarded himself. You know, made himself known. Let's be entirely clear here. I love the Riddler. I love the Riddler because the Riddler, his intention going into his challenges is not necessarily to kill people. He kind of does that to inspire Batman to take him seriously, but his goal is not to kill people and cause chaos, it's to prove he's the smartest.
Over here. I saw you clear the room.
And I'm not moving my lips in the slightest. Anyway, it's to prove he's the smartest.
It was a massacre. Bowles came walking in telling everyone to cover the front entrance.
And so, in that way, he also has this weird little mental thing where he has to give away his plan. He has to overtly keep it right in front of you to show that he's smarter than you. And he's really good.
They were just killing everyone in the room. I had no choice. I got in here, locked the door. I could see it on the security feed. They had someone with them. It looked like the commissioner.
Bowles is dead. They carried on without him. Must have outlived his usefulness.
Good. He was scum.
Dude, you shouldn't talk about anybody getting murdered that way. But in any case, moving on. Focusing here, I love the Riddler because of that. Because there's a little bit more complexity than just wanting to bring chaos to the city. He just wants to prove he's smarter, and he's willing to go to any extent to prove it. Now, we could have come back here a whole lot sooner, but I don't think we ever come back to this place. I wanted to figure out how to get that Riddler trophy, but I didn't care enough. So, yeah. I do not go for 100% against the Riddler, partially because, you know what? I love the Riddler too much. I don't want to go and kick his buns. Or try and kick his buns. Okay, part of what got my attention for this was the fact that the riddle was exposed as soon as I walked into this room, and the guy who announces Jack Ryder sounds like the Riddler. Not Jack Ryder himself, but the guy who announced him. I love the Joker, too.
I'm in control of Arkham Island, and you can all consider that a bound. I see any lawmen, vigilantes, or do-gooders in tights coming this way, I'll start detonating random bombs around the city. What's it mean? A kindergarten.
Yeah, I just ended up leaving there, because I figured it was another room or something. But anyway, so I love the Riddler because of that. Because he's not as much everything else as he is. And that being the case, my favorite Riddler is actually, I'm gonna get so much flack for this, but it's Batman Forever Riddler. Or Batman and Robin Riddler. It's one of the ones with George Clooney as Batman. No, that's Val Kilmer Batman, actually. Or, yeah, no, that's Val Kilmer, I think. Is it? I can't remember. There are too many movie Batmans. I definitely know it's not Christian Bale. Yeah, it has to be Val Kilmer. Doesn't it? God. I feel like such a moron now. Because George Clooney was only in the absolute worst one with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Oh, a quick note. We're going to drop down, we're going to see guards. And I'm going to talk to them, but the reality is they're just there to tell us where we can't go yet. Eventually the entire island will be open to us, but we have to kind of let the story unlock it for us. And that achievement right there is meant to show you this is in fact my first playthrough. So, this was all fresh to me from this point forward.
Just outside of the intensive treatment building. Now, we can't just have him up and leave us.
What? Sorry, sir, but you can't come in this way. It's locked down.
Where does the door lead?
Led to the old pump station. Warden Sharp had it closed down soon after he arrived. Said it was a security risk.
God, I absolutely love the Joker in this. He's just like, we can't let Batman get away, can we? Let's take crowbars and such to his heavily armored car. I love how he requested every inmate go there, and when we get there, I'll just let that be its own thing.
Disable the Batmobile's countermeasure system.
I saw the alert. What's wrong? Where are you?
I'm outside the Arkham mansion. Harley Quinn probably triggered the alarm. If she still got Gordon with her, he could get hurt.
Okay, done. The Batmobile is still
I just wanted to
parked
see if I could
outside
get
the
in here,
intensive
but
treatment building in Arkham
I
North.
don't think I ever
I sent you
actually
the schematics for the entire
investigated
island.
before I'm supposed
I've
to.
marked key locations like your car.
Thanks, Oracle.
Botanical gardens. Whee! Batman run! Quick note, Batman's cape is weird in this game, just like it is in some other series. Namely, it seems to grow as you run and shrink when you're walking. Like when you're standing perfectly still, it's shorter than when it is when you're running or walking or anything like that. It's the magical growing and disappearing cape. Also, these guys are morons. They saw Batman come up here, and then, well, he didn't drop down. He must have gone back. Batman does not double back once you've shot a few bullets at him. Unless, of course, that's what he wants you to think. That he didn't double back, and then you're sitting there staring at things elsewhere. And boom, Batman. Nobody wants to be Batman. Not one person. Name somebody. Name somebody who wants to be Batman. Well, anyone other than an obsessive fangirl. Because they probably want to be Batman all night long. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Yeah, I seriously keep wanting Batarangs to be as effective in this game as they are in Arkham City, and that carries through until practically the last hour. And again, I did play through this first batch, which is like 6 hours worth of gameplay in like one night with like practically no sleep, because it was really hot out and I couldn't sleep. So I recorded this all in one night, didn't get much sleep, had to work the next day. Speaking of work, you know what's great about being a cashier? You get to meet some interesting people. You get to have some really cool stuff go on. But, you know, finally, explosive gel. Now this is something I can't imagine Batman would not carry with him everywhere. I mean, he would keep it in the trunk of his car. It's like, I can't imagine often needing to explode things.
You need to search the area around the Batmobile.
And back to lazy detective vision. Insanely lazy detective vision. I was like, where is it? I circled over the entire car. It must be over this conspicuous area.
Gordon's pipe. Barbara gave it to him. There's no way he'd leave it. Wild.
I love how he says that Barbara gave it to him, and yet,
Gordon's smarter
listen
than
for
this.
it.
Left him a trail to follow. Oracle, I found a pipe. It has your father's initials carved on it.
It was a birthday gift I gave him last year. There's no way he'd leave it.
Exactly. He's left me a trail
Yep.
to follow. He's
Batman's
alive.
all ahead of everybody. He always
Security
is.
doors are locked. I'm going to have
That's
to
still,
find
it's
another
like,
way
she
around
dropped an elevator on
Gordon's
me.
trail.
Did it work?
The wall
No.
underneath my explosive gel to blow through and open up a new path.
anyone missing the party. I'm gonna home.
That first upgrade is probably the proximity gel, which I think I use once. Only once. Not in a Predator map, but in a combat map. And it worked out quite well, actually. But we'll get to that when we get to that. I had practically no idea what I was doing, so I was kind of making this episode on alone. I think I even find a Riddler trophy up here. Or somewhere. At some point. Well, that door just cooperates. Is this where I see the guys doing the thing? Right now I'm looking for the riddle that was supposed to be Zaz leaves his mark and wants you to see it, but I can't find it. I also got confused with the fact that tobacco pipe doesn't go further.
Watching all of you. Even you.
That's another thing I want as a wave clip, but unlike the Pokemon Stadium announcer, I'm pretty sure I can actually find that one. Because people analyzing and tearing apart computer games these days. Oh, this one does make me smile. They're working on the visitor center. Got knocked out guard over here, and you know what? I'm already here. Might as well just, you know, take care of them. Slow down their progress of whatever the heck they're building, because if they're building something, clearly, I don't want them working on that.
Aging Dr. Howard, Dr. 5, Dr. Howard.
I don't get that joke. I should probably look it up, though. If anybody knows that particular joke, explain it to me in the comments, please. If you're actually watching this. You know, I guess I could speed up this playthrough a little bit if I cut out some of the stuff on the overworld that's not important. Because, you know, the game is pretty darn decent outside of the buildings to telling you where you need to go. It's a pretty straightforward thing once you're there. Not to mention there were a few times I got into trouble. Not like painful trouble, but trouble. Nothing I couldn't handle.
Joker here. Let me remind all new residents of Joker Asylum that they are expected to follow one simple rule. Punishment for not following this.
God, I love this combat system. I just wish it flowed better like in City. It's the big thing about this combat system I don't like, is the fact that, you know, City, I'm so much more used to City, which had a much better combat system going for it. And a whole lot of extra tricks that made being Batman a million times easier. This game, I just kind of have to make it up as I go along and hope it works. And it kind of makes me look like a moron sometimes. Not to mention, Batarangs being about as effective as throwing wet tissue paper at your opponents really kind of ticks me off in this game. I struggled with it for most of the game because I was like, come on, let my Batarang be more useful than that. It's effective on the big guys.
I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, that's the one that I didn't get to hear through. But I do love this part, so I'm going to actually not talk during any of this.
This is my me time.
Where's Gordon?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Here.
Shut up!
Ah, you crazy bitch.
Harley! What's he doing here? It's too early.
I'm sorry, Puddin'. Don't be angry with me. Mwah!
Go, you little minx. I can never stay mad at you.
Sorry, B-Man. You'll have to find another way. Goodbye now.
Isn't she so polite? Also, she does backflips out of nowhere to places that don't matter. That's something about Harley I don't think I ever understood. It's like she just starts going, oh, okay, backflips. Now this one I will leave in mostly because, I mean, I found it relatively quickly, but that's because I played Arkham City, so I know how stuff like this works. I'm like, okay, if I can't get in, I have to go somewhere higher up. Probably look for a place with, oh look, a place where I can use explosive gel. You know, a place I couldn't have gotten into before I got the explosive gel at a plot convenient moment. And kaboom. Nailed it. And now I just have to work my way slowly through everything.
I warn you, he may look like an idiot and talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you. He really is an idiot.
God, I love Joker. And the funny thing is, like, if I was actually being more Batman, I would have just kept moving, because Batman doesn't pay attention to anything Joker says.
I mean it. Search every room, every office, and every trash can. If another doctor tries to run him out of the building, then you won't. I'll just flood the rooms with happy gas and leave you to die. Sounds fun.
I love Joker. Joker is just like, I know I keep saying this like a million times, but it's this thing like, he's like a wild card. I was looking because I was trying to figure out where that was, but I was pretty sure I'd already missed out on the Riddler trophy, and I think I did, but, no, wait, you can get it right here. Go over here, and you come down this way. I was like, aha, found it all on my own. And I love Joker because he is a wild card. You don't know what he's going to do. Yeah, he tries to be more clever than Batman. He's not going fist to fist to him. But the reality is, Joker has been known to use insane overkill against Batman or pretty much anybody else. He's just a crazy guy, through and through.
Okay, I hear you. I'm going.
Why does he need the doctors? I've got to save them.
Is there a doctor in the house? I'm like, okay, well, if I'm gonna have to do the stealth approach, I might as well come over this way. And don't worry, this all gets wrapped up well before the end of this video, despite how long it seems like I'm taking. I'm like, uh-oh. Don't want a repeat of my Arkham City test playthrough that I did on my last channel. Okay, well, nothing's going on there. Which means nothing to it but to do it. But yoink. Your soul is mine. Shh. Nobody must know that there was a Batman. And this I do specifically to announce to them that I exist. Because I am a psychotic kind of person like that. I like inspiring fear in them. One of the best ways to do that is to do stuff like that. Like, huh, that guy's still standing there. Well, let's send a little bit more mixed signals. Inspire fear in them. See, I love doing this thing where you just kind of pick them off one at a time. And now there's only one. Now how to finish him off, I wondered. I pondered this for a few moments. I'm like, well, I should at least get close to him before I ponder this. And I just decided to go with the good old glide kick. Nice, simple cleanup. Batman is everywhere. Fear everything. God, I love being Batman. And I also love Joker. I love being Batman. I just don't like Batman as a person. Because Batman does not make for a good person.
One minute we were doing our evening rounds.
I didn't ask you what happened. I just walked up to you.
Took us hostage.
Did they have anyone with them?
They took someone into the elevator. I couldn't tell who it was.
They obviously didn't want to be followed. The elevator appears to have been powered down. You're going to be okay here.
We'll be fine.
What about the others? We heard gunfire. They could be dead. We should go and help.
Oh no.
You'll be dead.
Dr. Kellerman was in the patient observation room, and Dr. Chen went to surgery.
And Dr. Young went to X-ray.
Okay, stay here. I'll find the other doctors.
Batman saved us. I never really believed he existed.
Get you out of there.
Das Bootman. Alright, see you guys next video. Peace out.
Don't get too full of yourself, Dark Knight. It only gets harder from here.